Welcome everyone to Pineleaf's Past, and this month in Pineleaf's Past we'll be looking back at the game Fate. Fate is a pretty old game, which is one of the rules I have for Pineleaf's Past is that the game has to have been out for at least 5 years, and preferably a game that I played back then. In this case, Fate, I first picked it up a long time ago. I can't remember how far back, but I'm sure it's more than 5 years ago. And I originally played it on Wild Tangent, and in fact, I had not even heard of Steam back when I first played Fate. This particular game is a predecessor for Torchlight. Now, it's not a predecessor by thematically and storyline or anything like that. In fact, this has virtually no storyline at all. Instead, this is a game done by the same designer, and you'll see many elements in Fate that were later used in Torchlight. Now, there are 4 levels that you can select. Page, which is easy mode, adventure, hero, or legend. So let's try it hero. I have played this game a few times, so I'll give myself an opportunity to quickly die. So we'll accept that. And now, character selection. There are no character classes in this. All you can change is your gender, your name, Pineleaf, and whether you have, let's see. You can also make some changes. Right. So you can make a few changes there, but not many. Oh well. Alright, we'll go with this. And we'll accept that. And now we get to select either a cat or a dog. And let's give our pet a name. Pine Bark. And we're on our way.
Since oldest living memory, the dungeon gate has stood in the heart of the old wood. Its doorway leads to infinite possibility, to subterranean lands fabled in stories and myths. Many adventurers have passed over that ancient threshold, some to find fame, glory, and wealth beyond telling, and others never to return. The town of Grove has ever been the safe haven at the dungeon's mouth, a watering hole and resting place for weary adventurers. Here great tales are told by the inn's fire, journeys are planned, and legacies are made. The minstrels sing of the great feats of heroes long gone, and statues ring the square, a testament to their deeds. After traveling many hard and dusty days, you and your faithful companion arrive at last in the fabled forest town, which waits beneath the long shadow of the gate. Within these walls lies the path to infinite adventure. It is here that you will test your worth, and perhaps find fortune and glory along the way. It is here that you will determine your fate.
This is a pure dungeon crawl with virtually no story, so they just say, here's a big dungeon, and there's a town next to it. That's pretty much how the whole thing goes. Tales tell of a great arch-fiend whose name is spoken in whispers, Brawthane. For centuries it has waited on the 40th level of the dungeon, its evil seeping up towards the town. You must destroy it once and for all, and rid the world of its evil influence. It is your fate, adventurer. Will you meet it? Now, concerning this whole thing about 40th level, Archfiend, Brawthane, and 40th level. Those are the 3 key items that are mentioned here, because those are taken randomly. In other words, your main big boss at the end is completely selected randomly. Random name, random creature type, and random level. That's right, it could appear, well, usually it appears somewhere in the high 30s or low 40s. And even when you kill the boss, you could keep on going if you want. All that killing the boss does is means you're allowed to retire and put on a legacy to another character. But some players go even deeper and deeper and see how deep they can go. And now we're loading in. And the infamous mimic. That's always been a key item that the show
Your
has
journey has begun.
And here we are in the town of Grove. And talk to everyone here. Here's our merchant here, Gets Traveler. We'll run into him not only here, but he also goes into dungeons.
Well, what can I do for you?
Yeah, he's got potions, gears, and scrolls for sale, and you want to buy any, so if you want to buy any, he just has them all here. We start out with an identifier scroll, a town portal scroll, typical of this type of game, and we start out with the minimal weapon, and we pick up others along the way. Now, the one thing you would want to get is a fishing pole. I always get one of those, and like Torchlight, you do have a fishing pole here. Now this guy, this wizard here,
I am well known throughout these parts.
he gives you a reminder of what your main quest is, that we have to find Brawlthane the Archfiend, Wage1 level 40. So that's his purpose, is just to remind you of it, so you could hit the control button to go there. And here's the help of where everything is. And we could close help there. Alright. Now, of course, there are quests, and the quests are randomly generated. Oh, this guy. He's the equivalent of the robot in Torchlight.
Yes.
Oh no, actually he's the gambler. Sorry about that. No, he's the gambler. So you could go with him, and you just said it's this type of item, how much it costs, and it could either be something that's a piece of junk or it could be worth a lot. It's worth a lot. It might be we have 6 quest givers. You can only have 3 quests at a time, so I choose carefully.
Hello?
Level 1 of the dungeon has become infested with death caps. If you can kill 9 of them, I'll compensate you fairly. I'll give you this gold chain of sapping as reward. You can find the dungeon entrance. Yeah, I know where the dungeon is.
You have received a task.
So that's my first one, and to give the name of the quest giver here, so you know in there. And my basic idea is to kill 9 death caps. And you'll find this all over the place. Every single one of the quests is randomly generated. There are no storyline quests. But if you want to have just a simple dungeon crawl where you don't have to worry about all that stuff,
I'll make you
it'll work.
famous.
My songs bring
prize.
fame and fortune to adventurers of the land over. You'll pay 5,000 gold pieces for advance to the next rank tolerated, which is renowned level 2. Alright, I don't have 5,000, so obviously I won't be doing that. Let's see what the skeleton has. Now I'm mainly looking for ones on the first level, because sometimes you may be finding quests on the second or third, so if I see ones on the first level, I'm grabbing it. A Durba Guja's gold ring of the magician has been in my family for centuries. Has been stolen. I've heard that the mottled lurker named Bolubu has it, and that he roams the first level of the dungeon. Please retrieve it for me. You can find the dungeon. You'll find a lot of these things that I have such items. Someone stole. It's been in my family for centuries. I have no idea how these guys keep.
You have received a quest.
How they have anything left, considering that they've all been stolen. He's the enchanter. For a price, I can attempt to enchant an item for you. Sometimes I can even add sockets. Watch out, though, I occasionally accidentally curse things. Well, nah, I don't have anything for him to enchant anyway. Now here's the fishing hole. You can go fishing. And just hit set hook when you're done. And try to remember what the signal is. So it's a little bit easier to fish in this game than it is in Torchlight. As soon as you see the exclamation point, you can fish up. Well, I found a ruby ring. I guess that's something. And just... So it's very easy, so they made it a bit more challenging torchlight. So I have a fingerling roughy. And this is... Alright, so basically it improves your abilities, and that's a pretty good item. It's only a fingerling, so it only lasts 120 seconds. It turns me into a griffin for 120 seconds. And you get larger fish, they last longer. So I'll just get a couple of these, and then we'll go on our way. Well, I was a little late there, was I? Alright. Say when I have 3 fish, we'll call it. And maybe I could always do more fishing offline if I need to. Now, deeper you're in the dungeon, the better fish that you get when you go fishing. So obviously I'm outside the dungeon, so I'm not going to get very much. Okay, I got 2 griffin ones. Actually, I think that's enough for now. Let's see what this guy has.
Well met.
Asmer the Savage, the voltaic gel, has assembled an army of emerald gels and is advancing with the town from level 1. Help us by defeating them, and the town will reward you, and I'll give you a leather gloves of the tortoise as a reward.
You have received a task.
Alright, so here we go. Those are my 3 items, so I might as well go in, and this is my storage trunk. Oh, let us go in. Now, the pet works in the same way in this game as it does in Torchlight. It fights for you. It goes to the shop for you. All sorts of things like that. All right, now let's see which way do we go here. And you run into a lot of gels. That seems to be one of the more common enemies you run in at this level.
You have triggered a trap.
Oops. Oops. Now, you will only get plus for a level if you haven't reached that level yet. Once you reach a level, you cannot get another quest for that level because the level is generated based on any quest that you have for the level. Once you enter a level, so for example, if I entered level 1 before coming here, I would have not been able to get any level 1 quests. And a goblin. Alright, see how good is this? Alright, Crimson Long Staff. Let's see, Short Staff 1 to 6. This does 3 to 6, so that's obviously better. Crimson Long Staff. Plus 3 magic skill bonus requires 20 strength or 10 magic. Oh, sorry about that.
A trap has been sprung.
Oops. I'd like to get a little realistic. Oops. Alright, well, that's not good. Alright, now let's see what you have. A wooden club, socketed, not identified. Alright, let's see, requires 20 strength. Let's see, what are my... Right now, I have 25 strength and 10 magic, so I have enough to use this. It's 3 to 9. Plus a two-handed weapon. Now, you have only one weapon slot. You don't have... You can't switch back and forth between weapons. That's not added until one of the later Fate games. Yeah, I guess I better put in one of these. I don't want to find myself dead. they say slow, they weren't kidding. I think I'll go back to the axe. Alright. I see those gels over there. First, I want to swap out my weapon back to the axe. Be nice if I could find something for my... Okay, well, can I do wield? Yeah, I can do wield. Alright. I can do that until I get my... I think I found the army of gels. Whoops! Found a lot of stuff.
You have gained in experience and skill.
I used it up right after leveling.
Your pet has fled.
Oh, I've got a shield now. Alright, I'll use this shield. So I wasted one of my potions. So I used it up right at the same moment that I leveled. So I didn't realize I had leveled at the time. So let's see what we have here. I better throw in a little extra vitality since I'm getting hit a bit. And let's see, let's throw a little bit into the axe. And there's a shield skill. Is there a shield skill? So it's all by skills. That's how everything is done. So you just add to a certain number of skills in there. Alright, I'll add a little extra to there for the moment. But later on, I may be swapping around what weapons I use.
Your pet is fleeing.
Oh, no, and here's the savages. Well,
Your pet is fleeing.
this guy is tough. Very tough. Oh, no wonder. 100% electrical resistance, 30% crushing resistance. Yeah.
The quest is completed.
Alright, well, that took care of that quest. Now, I don't have any potions to feed my dog. There's no longer fleeing. Now, what would be nice to... Hopefully I don't get a mimic here. Stamina. I was hoping for a health potion instead. I think it's time to run away! Run away! My fate is to run away. Oh no! I went the wrong way! Okay. Where's the exit? Where's the exit? Is this the exit? No! That's not the exit! I'm dead.
You are exhausted.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, alright. Descend stairs, yeah. I would prefer not to have gone down those stairs, because now it means I'll never get a quest for level 2. But it gives me a chance to breathe. Alright, we'll ascend stairs. Hopefully those things are gone. I can't remember where the entrance was. Oh, there's the entrance right there. Okay, now return to town. But now I had entered level 2, so I cannot get a quest for level 2. So any new quests I get will be level 3. So now I've got to find the healer. Probably buy a few potions. But we'll save that for the next episode of Pineleaf's Past.